Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. So this evening, our team huddle is all about your questions. We do have something quick to cover, and that is, okay, what's coming up next that we need to really be looking at as a team as far as virtual events, in-person events that we have on the calendar. You may have other things scheduled that we don't know about. And also the boot camps that are coming up, just kind of keeping those in mind. And of course, our big Texas choo-choo train is headed, whoop, whoop, is headed to Austin. I was like, Houston, I'm headed to Houston this week, but our train is headed to Austin. And that's going to be in October. So Megan, do you want to cover the dates really quickly? And then we can get into the Q&A. That way we get it all on the table.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so coming up, the closest thing right now is Debbie's business training, how to invite to the business. It is a team training, and that is going to be on the 7th. So this Tuesday night that everybody can come to, and that's a Zoom. And I know the graphic is circulating somewhere. So I've seen it. It's out. The second thing is the live Pathway to Freedom that we are doing, and we do not have a graphic for this yet. Please just start inviting to it. It doesn't matter. It's in a week. We kind of threw this one together. So it is a week from tomorrow at the Juice Bar, and it's going to be just a live Pathway to Freedom. Same setups like we do for the call, but in person, kind of similar to what we did when Tanya was here. We're going to get growlers after it closes and that. And then on the 16th, which is the same week, next week, there is going to be the scheduled Pathway to Freedom call that we're doing on the 1st and the 3rd Thursday of every month. And that is at 8 p.m. So I forgot to say the Juice Bar thing, I think, is at 7:15, I believe, so we could give time for closing. And then the Pathway to Freedom virtual event is at 8 p.m. on the 16th. And then, like Krista said, there are upcoming boot camps, and those are our big rock events. So that may require a little travel and pre-planning on that. There is one in June, and that is in North Carolina, and we're all super pumped about going to this. We're going to load up in cars, however many people need to drive, and do that. The ticket is $125. If you have promoted to HLPs direct to you, remember, you get that ticket reimbursed. So I wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. And that includes 2 meals. So your dinner on Friday night and your lunch on Saturday. So it is a Friday evening and Saturday. We do have 2 rooms reserved. So this is kind of on a crunch because Krista and I talked about it tonight. The rooms can hold 10 to 12 people max between the 2 rooms. Okay, we could do 5 up to 6 people. It is at the Embassy Suites that is on location of where the boot camp is. So we'll have the breakfast there as well. It's going to be about $45 per person if 5 stay in a room. At this point, we have 9 people going, confirmed and going. So if that is something that you want to get in on, we have the 10th, 11th, and 12th spot available for those rooms. If you are wanting to go, please let us know like yesterday. Not really, but like really, we want to accommodate everybody and we want everyone to go, but we really need to get more rooms if that is the case. So please plug in on that, and that is June 21st. June 21st, so check your calendars on that. Then the other thing is the Blue Ridge Boot Camp, which is in Georgia. It's Kurt Beavers. The deadline to register, to pre-register for what we have been given to pre-register is May the 10th. And if you wait till after that, you may miss your window because it's going to sell out real quick. So get in on that. And then that includes meals and things like that. There are more details on that one. And if your schedule is available for that, it's July 25th and 26th. It's at the end of July. And then the other big rock. So if you can't, or like, hey, I can't do June and I can't do July. Well, you can do Austin. Right. Yes. So we are really excited about that because there are going to be lots of celebrations. That is our big corporate conference. And there is one every 6 months. It is in Austin. I know many of us have already gotten our tickets. If you have promoted to at least HLP, you have a free ticket right now. So don't worry about that. We all have plenty of rooms reserved. But if that is something that you are interested in, please let us know too, so we can check off a spot in our room and we make sure that we have enough for that. And that is October starting on the 18th. Or no, sorry, back up. Correction here. Starting on the evening of the 17th, then all day on Friday, the 18th, and then ending around 1 p.m. on Saturday, the 19th. Some of us are leaving on the Wednesday before to get settled. Some of us are leaving Saturday night. Some of us are leaving Sunday morning. It's whatever is good for you. I know many of us already have our plane tickets. So if you want in on that, and trust me, you do, please let us know. Yeah, you want in on that, especially with all these JP bucks we got going on. You can come and get your money. So mark that one on your calendar and let us know, please. Get with someone in leadership so we can get that locked down. And I think that is it. But those are big deals for right now. And there will be plenty more events. Oh, and I'm just going to throw this one in here. Sorry, y'all don't know about this. Nobody knows about this except for the person I planned it with. So June the 4th, Katie Lamb and I are doing our Smoothie Plus event. So moms and kiddos are invited, and we're going to just be using complete recipes and having fun with that. So June the 4th at 10:30 a.m. and then July the 11th at 10:30 a.m. And I believe as of right now, both of those will be at my home. So throwing that out there too.
Awesome. And one more thing that we have coming up next week is the online Facebook event on dinner. So yummy dinner options that are quick and easy. So that's a really easy, safe invite for people. Obviously, we go through an inviting process. We don't just invite people and add them to the Facebook event, but if they want to be added, we will add them, and we will certainly be sharing a little bit about Juice Plus through those 2 days that we're doing the dinner event on Facebook. So I think that's it on the events. And of course, an event is a coffee date. An event is, a small gathering at a house or out at a park or at a Panera. So there are other things I'm sure that are happening. Those are just some of the bigger things that we could think of. So let's switch gears now. And this is your time to ask questions. Like what's on your mind and what questions do you have? And I know, Emery, you had a couple of questions that you had posted. I'm going to address one right now. One of your questions was about, is there a cost difference between paying in full or by, paying the 2 payments in a month or by doing, the 4 payments in a month? And there is a little bit of a cost break, a small $6 over the course of 4 months is your cost difference. So if you pay in full, you save $6. If you're paying monthly, there's that $1.50 a month charge basically for the processing fee for doing a monthly pay. As far as your paycheck is concerned, it is nice. It's great and nice to get that pay in full, in that paycheck that first month. Just remember the next 3 months in that cycle, you're not going to get any money from that one particular order. So it's always nice to have the monthly pays because you can count on that monthly pay each month until that product ships again in that 4-month cycle. So hopefully I answered that question correctly, and we're good. All right, what other questions do we have out there? And you can unmute. Anything?
I see Liz taking notes. So
I know, Liz, you're taking notes. Some of the common questions that we get, and I'll just throw this out there. Where do I find fill in the blank, XYZ? So to answer the where do I find XYZ, there's number one, you can go to our Juice Plus Journey Team Facebook page. So that's a great place to find events. If you look under, May events, if you looked under April events, May events, June events, July events, we'll have a post for each of the months. You can see the different events that are posted under there. And a lot of times we'll have word tracks, what to say and how to invite, right under there. We have a lot of important things that we announce on our Journey Team Facebook page. You can also use the search function. This is a beautiful thing. I do the search function a lot, especially if there's been a lot of posts and I'm on my phone. It's harder to find things sometimes when you're just scrolling and scrolling. So go up to the little, magnifying glass and type in the search function, May events, and boom, it will pop up and that will be like your first post. So use your search function. That's a really handy tool. The other place, where do I go to find things, is our Dropmark site. So thejourney.dropmark.com. And we've made this really easy, super easy for searching. The tiles say exactly what's in there. So if you want to know about new rep startup, just click there. If you want to know about customer care, just click on the customer care tab or tile. And if there's something that you search often and you're trying to find it and it's not there, let us know so that we can put that in our Dropmark site. So we want to make that super easy for you. The other place that I go to find things very quickly is usually a video, and it's usually a resource, because I try not, I can be a resource, but I always try to partner whatever I'm saying, with a resource. If I sent you a video on XYZ, would you want to watch it? Yes, I would. Now you're like, whoop, I got to go find me a video. So if you go to Mission Driven Model and you just click videos, there's a slew of videos there, and it's organized by pregnancy and family, and you've got the healthy living revolution, like it's in the middle section towards the bottom. Healthy living revolution webinars, those are excellent. So if you click there, those are going to be a little bit longer. They're going to be about 20 to 30 minutes in length versus your quicker, shorter videos that might be, anywhere from a minute and a half to like 4 minutes. But those webinars are like my go-to, and you can search through all those webinars and find exactly what you're needing. So I suggest too, if you're not in there that often, that's a great place to go. And every single day when you're getting ready and you're doing your hair or you're driving to work, play one of those webinars and just start learning from our experts. Let's see what else. What other are some of our other common questions, ladies, that we hear? Let's see. How do I invite? What do I say? So where should we go, Megan, if I want to know how to invite somebody to an event?
Well, there's text scripts on the Dropmark.
Yes.
And I know, I typed them up. They're on there.
So exactly. What do I say, when I'm inviting? Well, we have got text scripts or word tracks already developed for you in our Dropmark site. So that's awesome. Let's see. I think those are like some of the biggest questions. The other thing that I will say is, how many points is PVC points is, are the bars? How many PVC points are are the shakes? Something that I've done, and this is just a tip, and you guys, the rest of you that are on here may have a different tip. I took a photo and saved a screenshot of the chart, the points chart right here, that shows absolutely everything, every product. It shows how many PVC points there are, the monthly installment points, the monthly installment price, the pay in full price, the retail sales profit, and then it goes into what you would make if it were 6%, 14%, or 22% commission. And this is under mission-driven model. If you go to compensation, boom, it's like a chart that you can go ahead and pull up, and you can screenshot it on your phone to save it. And then I saved it in my photos as a favorite. And so I hit that quite a bit.
It's also in the drop mark.
And it is also in the drop mark. So what other questions do we get frequently, or that you guys have on your minds?
Not a question, but just so everyone knows, I'm going to update Dropmark tomorrow. Megan shared with me some new things around mission-driven model that I'm going to go ahead and update for the compensation and the promotion and things like that. So anything else I'll update tomorrow as well.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Ellen and Liz, do y'all have any questions, even for y'all yourself, that you are thinking?
I have a question. So for the Tower Garden, if you're going by the new Express Track and the new requirements, is there a new video somewhere that explains like how many, there is one that explains with Express Track what you would need to do, but I couldn't find one that explains for Tower Gardens. Do you know if there is? With like the new HLP requirements that come join me, and then the Express Track for SC, like how many Tower Gardens you'd have to sell or anything?
Oh, I see what you're saying. The points associated with Express Track, easy for me to say, Express Track are going to be the same whether you sell a Trio, an Omega, a Tower Garden, or what have you. So a Tower Garden, looking at the points, the PVC points for the Tower Garden, if you pull that up, it's going to tell you it's 352.50 PVC points for one Tower Garden. And then of course, if they add on to that Tower Garden extension kit, there's more PVC. If they add on, the support cage, there's more PVC. If they add in additional tonic, that's more PVC. So you'll be able to calculate your PVC points based off of anything Tower Garden or otherwise, any other product that would funnel into the amount of points that you would need for your Express Track. Now, the one thing to remember with Express Track is that to SC is that you have to have 5 orders, yourself. So those 5 orders equal 500 PVC or more. But if you sell a Tower Garden, obviously that's a big old chunk of your PVC right here, but you still have to have 5 households.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah. So just convert it. It's just the same as if you sold one Tower Garden. It's just the same as if you sold like 4 Trios, basically, right? No.
Well, your Trio is going to be 169.50.
3 Trios, yeah.
So about 3 Trios. 2 point, I don't know, something. Sherry can do the math. It's two Trios. You can unmute.
Yep,
There you go.
a Trio is 169. So 169 times 2 is approximately 340-ish.
Yeah, okay.
A Tower Garden is 352.
Okay.
So, but of course with the Tower Garden, typically they're going to get the support cage. Typically they're going to get the wheels. Typically they're going to order extra tonic because they're going to need that, going forward. So There you go. Cool. What other questions, guys? Liz, you got anything on your mind? If not, we can go ahead and stop the recording. And if you guys think of something,